and welcome to the news on Mirror Now. This is Pragya. Let's take a quick look at the headlines at this hour.
कि जो विश्वास दिल्ली की जनता ने भारतीय जनता पार्टी में दिया है, हम उस पर पूरी तरह खरे उतरेंगे और जो खुशियां दिल्ली का हक है, हम उसे देने के लिए दिन रात एक कर देंगे.
It's BJP all the way in Delhi. Modi magic gives BJP a resounding win in Delhi MCD.
The way it has been manipulated, the kind of evidences which has come up, it clearly shows that Indian democracy is in danger.
ये मोदी लहर नहीं है जिसको भाजपा चिल्ला रही है, ये ईवीएम की लहर है.
Arvind Kejriwal receives his worst ever drubbing in his own bastion, but a defiant AAP alleges EVM malfunction. After Mirror Now's expose of government workers dumping garbage in the Belindur Lake, BBMP officials visit site, slap 5 lakh rupees fine on the contractor. Home buyers discriminated against for their food habits, religion, gender. Who should stand up for them? Mumbai civic body conveniently shirks the responsibility, says aggrieved should go to the police instead. Delhi has spoken and it has picked BJP once again. That's right, it was Modi's magic at play all the way in the Delhi civic elections, with the BJP retaining the 3 municipal corporations for the 3rd time in a row. Milan Sharma, who's been tracking all those developments very closely, files this report.
Well, Delhi has voted for the BJP, clearly taking the lead in the MCD polls. In fact, this ends BJP's 10-year anti-incumbency, as they are the winners in the MCD elections. Aam Aadmi Party is a close second and the Congress comes in third. In fact, the Congress, upset by this defeat, senior leaders like Ajay Maken have tendered their resignations today. In fact, the Aam Aadmi Party has refused to hold responsibility and blame the EVMs for their defeat in the Delhi municipal elections. It remains to be seen whether the new sitting councillors for the municipal corporations will be able to stand up or be able to take their voters into confidence and create a new way forward for a new MCD in Delhi. This is Milan Sharma for Mirror Now.
दिल्ली की जनता का बहुत बहुत आभार व्यक्त करना चाहता हूं कि एमसीडी के तीनों महानगर पालिका में भारतीय जनता पार्टी को अप्रत्याशित जीत दिलाई. दिल्ली की जनता ने स्पष्ट संदेश दिया है कि नकारात्मक राजनीति नहीं चलेगी, बहानेबाजी की राजनीति नहीं चलेगी.
जितनी ऐतिहासिक है उतनी बड़ी हमारी जिम्मेदारी है और हम उसको स्वीकार करते हैं. जनता का हर आदेश हमें स्वीकार है. इस दिल्ली में जब 70 में से 67 सीटें बीजेपी के अगेंस्ट एक पार्टी को चली गई, तो भी हमने कहा था हम जनता के जनादेश का सम्मान करते हैं. लेकिन आज दूसरी तरफ स्थिति देख लीजिए. लोग कह रहे हैं हम आंदोलन करेंगे. किसके खिलाफ आंदोलन करोगे? जनता के खिलाफ. जनता की ईंट से ईंट बजाओगे. ये जनता इतनी लोकतंत्र है, ये जिसमें जनता इतनी महत्वपूर्ण है, इतनी ताकतवर है.
Aam Aadmi Party losing, it is the fall of their leader, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal. So the question is, will he step down today, taking all moral responsibility of this rout of Aam Aadmi Party?
This negativism, political ambition, unwarranted aggression of Aam Aadmi Party has disillusioned the people of Delhi. This seems to be basically the reason for the very poor performance of the Aam Aadmi Party, in spite of getting a massive mandate.
We also spoke to Pooja Madan from the BJP. Let's listen in.
पार्क्स की थोड़ी प्रॉब्लम थी, मगर वो भी अब आ गई। अब ये काम शुरू है कल से, सब काम होंगे। पार्क का इशू है, कई लोगों ने कंप्लेंट उठाई। ये छोटे हैं, ज़्यादा बड़े नहीं हैं, थोड़ा सफाई से रिलेटेड है। सब काम होंगे और दिखेंगे अब लोग। हम पहले आम पार्टी ने बोला हम ये कर देंगे वो कर देंगे, उसने 2.5 साल में कुछ नहीं किया। उसने 20 साल और बैक में हमें दिल्ली दे दी। तो मोदी के काम को सलूट हुआ है, लोग पसंद कर रहे हैं।
Well, the big question that everyone seems to be asking is, should Kejriwal step down after this humiliating defeat? The Aam Aadmi Party already has its list of excuses ready, and topping that list is an EVM malfunction. But leaders within Kejriwal's own party have begun questioning his conspiracy theories, and Aam Aadmi Party leader Alka Lamba has offered to step down.
बीजेपी ने भ्रष्टाचार, डेंगू, चिकनगुनिया, कूड़ा, इन सब के अलावा कुछ किया नहीं है, ये फैलाने के अलावा। लेकिन उसके बावजूद जिस तरह से बीजेपी को सीट्स मिली हैं, उस पर यकीन नहीं हो सकता। कोई वजह नहीं है कि बीजेपी को दोबारा से लोग इस तरह से पसंद करें दिल्ली में। चिकनगुनिया फैलाने वाली पार्टी, कूड़ा फैलाने वाली पार्टी को। आम आदमी पार्टी पिछले 2 साल से काम कर रही है यहाँ पे दिल्ली में। हमें लाख कमी हो सकती हैं, हमें उसको मंथन भी करेंगे, हमने हमेशा किया है मंथन। लेकिन ये अगर डिफरेंस 2-4 सीट का होता तो मान लेते कि हाँ ठीक है, पर जिस तरह का डिफरेंस सामने आया है वो बिल्कुल भी यकीन नहीं करने लायक है।
There are serious doubts about the EVM, the way it has been manipulated, the kind of evidences which has come up. It clearly shows that Indian democracy is in danger. Everybody goes around, everybody says it is the most corrupt party. It has ruined MCD. It has ruined everything which has some semblance of sanity. And still BJP wants to tell to the whole world that they are still winning.
जिस तरह से चमत्कारिक जीत भारतीय जनता पार्टी को मिली है, वो ईवीएम लहर से ही संभव है। ये मोदी लहर नहीं है जिसको भाजपा चिल्ला रही है, ये ईवीएम की लहर है।
And taking responsibility for the defeat in all 3 wards, AAP's Alka Lamba has offered to resign as MLA and from all party posts.
मैं एमएलए हूँ इस इलाके की। अगर कुछ भी हुआ है तो पूरी तरीके से एक विधायक के तौर पर मेरी खुद की जिम्मेदारी है। मैं इसमें बिल्कुल पार्टी को या पार्टी की लीडरशिप को दोषी नहीं मानती हूँ। मैं पूरी तरीके से एक विधायक के तौर पर अपनी जिम्मेदारी को स्वीकार रही हूँ, और जो भी पार्टी फैसला करेगी बिल्कुल हम उसके साथ खड़े हैं। मैं देखिए पार्टी के ऊपर छोड़ दिया है, पर मेरी एक विधायक के तौर पर पूरी मेरे विधानसभा की 3 वार्ड की जिम्मेदारी व्यक्तिगत रूप से मेरी थी। कमियां रही होंगी, बिल्कुल उस पर मैं विचार कर रही हूँ कि मेरे से खुद से पर्सनल एक विधायक के तौर पर कहाँ चूक हुई है। लेकिन जो भी जीत है मैं उनको शुभकामनाएं देती हूँ और पूरी उम्मीद करती हूँ कि आगे ये जो जिस को लेकर दिल्ली के मुद्दों को लेकर बीजेपी के मेरे यहाँ पर 2 और कांग्रेस की 1 जीत हुई है, हम बिल्कुल एक विधायक के तौर पर मैं ताकत आगे भी अगर रहेगा फैसला तो देती रहूंगी। लेकिन पार्टी तो कह रही है, देखिए नहीं, देखिए ये बात जरूर ईवीएम की उठ रही है, पर मुझे मालूम है जमीनी हकीकत क्या थी, कहाँ कहीं चूक हुई है। मैं बिल्कुल एक व्यक्तिगत तौर पर मैं अपनी चांदी चौक विधानसभा की बात कर रही हूँ, मेरी जिम्मेदारी मैं देखूंगी, बात करती हूँ। अपने कैंडिडेट्स अभी आए हैं, उनसे मैं बात कर रही हूँ कि क्या वहाँ कहाँ से कितना वोट पड़ा, कहाँ चूक हुई, क्या कमियां रही। और चुनाव में हम लोगों के बीच में थे, बहुत सी बातें आई हैं, उस पर अब हम बात कर रहे हैं।
Now, the other big contender who suffered a crushing defeat in the Delhi civic polls is the Congress party. Infighting, lack of transparency and blame game has cost the Congress dearly in the Delhi MCT polls. And even as the party scampers to get its house in order, Delhi Congress chief Ajay Maken stepped down, followed by party Delhi in charge PC Chako.
हम लोगों को इस बात की तसल्ली जरूर है कि हमने रीजनेबल वापसी करी है। कांग्रेस पार्टी ने वापसी दिल्ली के अंदर 9% वोट से हम लोगों का ट्रेडिशनल वोट बैंक अब कांग्रेस का वापस आना शुरू हुआ है। कांग्रेस पार्टी की तरफ से हमारी लीडरशिप ने पिछले 2 वर्ष में मुझे पूर्णतः स्वतंत्रता दी। संगठन बनाने में डिस्ट्रिक्ट प्रेसिडेंट्स, ब्लॉक प्रेसिडेंट्स हमने बनाए और पूरी तरीके से स्वतंत्रता मुझे मिली टिकट डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन में भी। जैसे मैंने कहा कि रीजनेबल वापसी है, हमारी रीजनेबल कांग्रेस के वोट्स वापस आ रहे हैं, लेकिन मेरी आशा इससे थोड़ी और ज्यादा थी। मेरी आशा थी कि हम लोग थोड़ा सा और इससे अच्छा हम प्रदर्शन करेंगे। लिहाजा दिल्ली कांग्रेस अध्यक्ष होने के नाते मेरी नैतिक जिम्मेवारी बनती है कि अगर जो मेरी उम्मीद थी वो पूरी नहीं हो पाई, लिहाजा मैंने तय किया है कि मैं अपने पद से इस्तीफा दूंगा।
Result is really disappointing. I expected a better result in the sense that, the lost vote bank of the Congress party, we can regain that. That was our agenda, that was our target also. Unfortunately, we could not do that. There are many reasons, I am not going into the reasons. But I am given the responsibility by the Congress High Command to set things in order and to guide the DPCC for this fight, this election. But I could not be successful in this. So the responsibility is on the DPCC and also as the AICC General Secretary in charge on me. So I take the moral responsibility. I have already sent my resignation letter to Rahul Gandhi ji and also to Congress President. Because the Congress party, when they entrust somebody to do a job, if they cannot do that, they have to own the moral responsibility.
People looking to buy homes in Mumbai, be warned, the BMC will not take responsibility if you are denied a home on the grounds of your food habits, caste, religion or gender. The civic body believes aggrieved buyers should approach the police instead. That was the answer BMC's senior officers gave cooperators who raised the issue in a civic body meeting. Disha Shah joins us now.
10 complaints, that is the number that the BMC has received in the year 2017 from home buyers in the city of Mumbai, where they clearly say that builders have discriminated and they have not handed over flats to them or have given flats to them because either they are non-veg or because of the caste, religion and even creed for that matter. Of course, the growing number of complaints day by day has not gone quite well with the improvement chairman committee and also the leader of the house in the BMC, where clearly they say that it is also the BMC's responsibility while giving building permissions to the builders to add a clause in the IOD, that's intimation of disapproval, where clearly a builder should not discriminate in terms of dietary issues, caste, religion and even creed for that matter. Of course, but the BMC commissioner, when we spoke to, he's quite negative about this whole issue. What he told us is that this of course does not come under the BMC's jurisdiction, but it comes only under the state government's jurisdiction, and if home buyers have any complaints and they can approach the police or the related departments in the state government, and the BMC cannot help in this. Of course, the reply has not gone quite too well, and now the improvement chairman leaders, what they tell us is that they are going to send another proposal to the commissioner, clearly stating that either the clause in the IOD should be added or either a proposal should be sent to the state government so that buyers, so that builders do not discriminate buyers in terms of dietary issues, religion and even caste. This is Disha Shah for Mirror Now.
मुंबई शहर में हर जात धर्म के लोग रहते हैं और उनको कहाँ भी कैसे भी रहना उनका अधिकार है, चाहे कौन सा बिल्डिंग हो, चाहे कौन सा सोसाइटी हो। लेकिन नज़दीक के कार्यकाल में ऐसा मालूम पड़ रहा है कि कोई बिल्डर जो नॉनवेज खाते हैं उनके लिए अलाउड नहीं करते, खरीदी करने के लिए अलाउड करते नहीं है। और इसके बारे में हमारे सभागृह में चर्चा भी हुई थी, बहुत सारे लोगों के कंप्लेंट भी है। तो इसके लिए एक ठराव की सूचना के माध्यम से इम्प्रूवमेंट कमेटी में सब्जेक्ट आया था। उसमें कमिश्नर ने प्रशासन ने दिया था कि ये है, अगर ऐसा कोई करता है तो उसके ऊपर पुलिस ने एक्शन लेना चाहिए।
और कितनी कंप्लेंट्स ये साल में अलोन आए हैं फ्रॉम द बायर्स? ऐसे
बहुत सारे कंप्लेंट आते हैं और बिना कंप्लेंट के भी ऐसा ये चालू है। सभागृह में मेरे ख्याल से बहुत घंटा ये हुआ था, चर्चा हुई थी और उसमें वो चर्चा के माध्यम से हर पार्टी के, हर पक्ष के लोग, नगर सेवकों ने भी चर्चा की थी।
We have got a document called IOD. I think you can add a clause on the IOD saying that the builder should not discriminate on the basis of caste, creed and dietary. And if we get any complaints, the corporation gets any complaint, we can always, we got a saying that we can cancel his IOD and once the IOD is cancelled, then the next stage is CC. So if he doesn't get the CC, then it will affect the construction of the building. So in some way, I think BMC can act, but this has to be decision has to be taken by the corporation, by the general body meeting of the corporation, so that such clause can be added, and the builders should not indiscriminate the buyers.
Well, this was Disha Shah giving us on-ground report on the matter, and we also spoke to Ravindra Vaikar. He says that there should be no discrimination.
ये भी बताइए, अभी आगे जाके अगर कुछ डिस्क्रिमिनेशन होता है, ये भी एक क्लॉज है कि कोई बिल्डर होम बायर्स को डिस्क्रिमिनेट नहीं कर सकते, वो जो खाते वो कौन सी रिलीजन से है, ये सब, तो अगर वो होता है तो कैसे आप चेक करेंगे?
इसके बारे में विचार, ऐसा तो कोई भी बिल्डर ने बताना नहीं चाहिए कि मैंने बिल्डिंग बांधी है, उसके अंदर मांस मच्छी खाने वाले को नहीं देगा, तो ये गलत है। और ऐसा होगा तो पुलिस डिपार्टमेंट के अंदर आपको कंप्लेंट करना पड़ेगा, और उससे कानून में भी थोड़ा बदलाव लाने की, ऐसा होगा तो बदलाव लाने की बहुत ज़रूरी है। कोई आप बोल नहीं सकते तुम्हारे घर में क्या खाना है, क्या खाते हैं, उसके लिए दूसरे ने कोई अपोज नहीं करना चाहिए, और बिल्डर ने तो बिल्कुल ही नहीं करना चाहिए, तो उसके भी वो कानून में ला सकते हैं, तो देखेंगे उसके बारे में।
And we also reached out to BMC boss Ajoy Mehta. He says, and I quote, "It is the state government subject and not ours. Buyers can go and complain to state government, to police. We can't help them. We can't reissue the development control regulations only for this." Unquote. And it's time for a short break now. After the break, Mirror Now Impact, Bilandur Lake finally on the path to becoming clean. More on the other side. Welcome back on to a mega Mirror Now Impact. A day after, Mirror Now ran an expose showing BBMP workers dumping garbage on the Bilandur Lake bed. BBMP officials, including the Joint Commissioner for Health, visited the site and took immediate action against the offenders. The guilty contractor has been fined a penalty of ₹5 lakh. Let's connect with Mirror Now reporter Shrija for the ground report.
All the civic bodies, including the urban development officials, have arrived here at the Bilandur Lake to inspect the water body. They have in fact come up with the short-term measures. What we can see already here, the groundwork is that there is a board which has been put up by the BBMP which says a penalty of ₹5 lakh will be imposed on the offenders. Also, we see here CCTV cameras installed at vantage points. This is to nab the offenders who are caught dumping garbage on the lake bed. Also, we hear from the urban development officials is that dredging and as well as removing the deweeding will begin as soon as possible. Already the JCB has also arrived. However, talking to the urban development officials, we clearly understand that they won't be able to meet the NGT's 1-month deadline. In Bengaluru, Shrija for Mirror Now.
What is happening is we are trying to educate the Paura Karmikas. What happens is there are so many number of people, we are trying to educate them not to burn garbage, not to throw garbage into the lakes or this one. So whoever has done it, we have asked them to take strict action against the contractor because he is supposed to, because they are innocent people. The Paura Karmikas do not know. So we have asked the contractors to be fined and then immediately initiate action against them. And then in case they again do it, we'll remove them from that whatever this one is. No, we are going to initiate because the issue has come up now. Today we'll initiate action. The JC is here. We have told them we'll initiate action on that.
ये धमकियां देते हैं, आपके बच्चे को निकाल देंगे हम।
4-5 दिन से ट्राई कर रहा हूँ, पैसे हैं ही नहीं एटीएम पे किसी पे भी।
एक लड़की को इस तरीके से मारा गया है तो उनका सेफ्टी तो होना चाहिए।
इधर इतना कंजेस्टेड है,
प्रदूषण की वजह से इतना प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है।
डंपिंग हैज कॉज्ड लॉट ऑफ न्यूसेंस टू अस। बहुत सारी यहाँ पर जो बिल्डिंग है वो डिलेपिडेटेड कंडीशंस में है।
एचबीएस की जरूरत है, मिसमैनेजमेंट की वजह से दे आर गोइंग इन लॉस।
पूरा गटर ऊपर का भरा रहता है,
वो बोलते हैं अंदर ओपीडी बंद है, अंदर ले रहे डॉक्टर लोग हड़ताल पे।
दिस इज द फाइट, योर फाइट इज आवर फाइट।
And now let's take a quick look at some of the top stories from across the nation. The National Green Tribunal pulls up Karnataka government yet again over their apathy and ignorance towards the degradation and depletion of water bodies across Bengaluru. An NGT committee will reach the lakes to take stock of the situation. Special CBI judge reserves order in 2G Spectrum scam case 5 years after the start of the case. The case against former Telecom Minister A. Raja, DMK leader Kanimuri and 15 others has finally concluded today. Senior Congress leader and AICC General Secretary Gurudas Kamath resigned from all party posts. Kamath had earlier requested Rahul Gandhi to relieve him from all responsibilities in February and thanked Congress President and Vice President for the opportunity to serve the party. Bahubali producer Shobhu Yaraglagda has accused the Emirates staff of harassing his team at the Dubai airport. The producer has accused the Emirates staff of being racist against the Bahubali team who was travelling from Dubai to Hyderabad. After there were reports that Niti Aayog had proposed a tax on agricultural income, Finance Minister Mr. Arun Jaitley has denied all such reports. Jaitley in a statement has confirmed that the central government has no plan to impose any tax on agricultural income. More than 20 are missing after high tide washed away the bank of River Hooghly and toppled a vessel jetty parked on the banks. More than 50 people were standing on the jetty when the tide washed off the bank. 2 trainee pilots from the Maharashtra's National Flying Institute died after their fixed-winged aircraft hit a live electrical wire and crashed. The aircraft had taken off from Gondia in Maharashtra and crashed in a maoist-infested area. Moving on, Iman Ahmed from Egypt was known as the world's fattest woman until she underwent treatment at the Saifi Hospital in Mumbai. But now, in an unexpected turn of events, her sister has made allegations that her condition is worse post the treatment. My colleague Shivangi Shukla has more details.
It started as a goodwill gesture between India and Egypt. Iman Ahmed of Egypt was the world's fattest woman at 500 kilos until a team of doctors at the Saifi Hospital in Mumbai treated her free of cost, bringing her weight down to 171 kilos. But in a new twist of events, Iman's sister has made allegations against the hospital, claiming that Iman's condition has worsened since the surgery. Dr. Lakrawala, who heads the team of doctors treating Iman, refuted the charge. He says Iman's sister Saima Salim has threatened to destroy our reputation. Some doctors have resigned in protest. Saima wants to portray the Indian medical system in a bad light.
In principle, we have resigned because we are extremely hurt and upset. Like I said, our entire lives over the last 2 months have revolved around her. We make countless trips to her room, endless number of visits, and then to have her say that we have not been taking care of her, not seeing her, is extremely hurtful.
Interestingly, it was Dr. Lakrawala who had tweeted to Sushma Swaraj telling her that she should expedite the process of Iman coming to India and help her out with her visa. Yet, the deadlock between Iman's family and the doctors continues. In Mumbai, this is Shivangi Shukla for Mirror Now.
And that's a wrap on this edition of the news. For more news and updates, stay tuned to Mirror Now.